Mr. Manso, can I just quickly clarify? Did I hear you say that you helped rig elections before now?
Let me tell you one thing. Yes. Yes.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. We welcome you once again to our today's episode of this program. And today we get a lot of videos for our table. We're going to say one quickly the review to Una concerning the things when we say if they happen right now for inside this country, Nigeria. The God of Nigerians. Though they chook brew or stick for the mouth of our elites, which is our old politicians, to they confess the things when we say they don't do before now. When it be say it put all of us for inside this problem when all of us they face today. Confession don't fool everywhere. The most shocking thing not pass be say that they come on national television, they make all this confession, not be within their own bedroom. Just as you see am for the introduction of this very program, how this old man take come aside to confess to each and every one of us how he be say he take join hand together with this old cargo to the ring election they come. I think you don't hear am from the beginning. Although we'll see the live una make una watch the full video of this man and everything when he be say he talk how he be say they take the ring election for inside this country. And before we talk any other thing, we'll first of all leave una make una watch this old man, this old politician, and everything when it be say in the use him mouth, they talk. We'll come back for the conclusion.
Mr. Manso, can I just quickly clarify? Did I hear you say that you helped rig elections before now?
Let me tell you one thing. Yes. Yes. I did. Because I'm now confessing the truth. Look, what do I mean? I don't have to go and change election. But when you provide money, you give money to INEC boys to help you if they see any chance that they should favor you. You provide money to the security. All our elections in the past, I've been in this game for about 40 years. And I tell you, each time, it's not necessarily when I'm contesting election, but when my party sponsors a candidate, I would like that candidate to win election. And what we used to do before, we make provision for INEC, we make provision for security, we make provision for even agents of other parties, so that they will not, raise any objection to whatever we are able to get. So whether I rig myself or not, by providing those resources, financial inducement to the officials, I am rigging election.
Do you think that we can diminish or remove that influence as it approaches?
I believe so, because you see, if people are born again like me and they refuse to do it, if we, the players, unless we give before somebody will take, right? So don't give, and then we will not get a taker. We will not get a taker. Why you will not even ask me why am I thinking this way? Look, I am tired of being seen as a criminal in the streets of the world because we are a Nigerian. You assume that everybody is an innocent human being until it's proven otherwise. But once you are outside this country with a green passport and they say that you are a Nigerian, even if you are a pastor or you are an imam, they will assume that you are criminally minded or you have criminal tendencies just because of where you come from. That must change. I am tired of living in poverty in the midst of plenty. I cannot, even no matter how much you have, every day you see people coming to you, relations, friends, this and that. My wife has given birth, my mother is in the hospital, this and that, every day. But if everybody had enough to take care of himself or herself, they won't come bothering you to say, give me this, give me that. And I believe that we have the resources that people can live a decent life without being beggars to those who have, just because we haven't gotten our own governance system right. So we need good governance, and good governance can only be provided by good people who are truly repentant, who actually are there to serve the people, who are concerned about the well-being of the people, being the primary concern of the well-being of the people. Then when we have such leaders, I can tell you they will judiciously and prudently use our resources for the common good of everybody.
All right, my great and wonderful people. Before we go on, I'll first of all apologize, although this video not be just recent video, now old video. And the reason why because they carry this video, they come, I still believe say this video they valid even now and even time to come. Yes. Now, big picture, when we say we need to remind these people where they don't put us. There's something when we say grip our heart after we say we don't listen to this man. Now, when he say it does say he don't they tire for to the waka around the world that they look like criminal. Although he get money, his money can become shame for your own body. I believe you hear that very word. He don't they tire when he say anytime when he say he tender his own green passport as Nigerian. People with the look on either he be present criminal or past criminal or very soon criminal. I believe you understand that very well. Nowhere when it be say anybody will look you now as a Nigerian will look you say now you be innocent. No. So he don't they tire. He don't also they tire when it be say anybody, everybody around them, they na beggar. Now, in all of them, be in one way or the other. Not be until you carry small plate for hand, they beg, they go for street. Not be you will tell no, say you be beggar. If you know, say you desire something and you not fit do it, your wife don't born, you not fit go take care of hospital bill. Your pikin they sick, you not fit take care of hospital bill. Your pikin supposed to go to school, you not fit pay for school fees. You go they ask your mates, help me. How many days, how many months, how many years you want to help you? You be beggar. Now, all these things supposed to be our own rights, privileges when we say we're supposed to get as citizens of this country. But these old politicians, because of their ways, their dubious ways, when we say that they impose their self on us, they know say they know they fit for the position, but they just want to be there in order for them to enrich themselves, not to better the land and better the life of Nigerians. Now, he make all of us dey here. He don't dey tire. You don't dey tire, Abi? I hope, say as you dey tire now, I wish all your political brothers and sisters, they also dey tire like this. I wish they will say also dey tire. I wish they will also come to this reality when they say you come so. So now the reason why they say we see and say it is very important, even now, tomorrow, and time to come, for us to revisit video like this. So they send message across to these people. Say where they don't put us now, no me say now here it will end. If only they go repent today, they will get liberty. If they not repent today, waiting go see come a big pass waiting we don't the experience now. Time will come when it be say even themselves when it be say the thing say they be big men. Then no go feel they sleep, they close their eye. And now waiting with day today now it be that very one. Yes. Our people always they talk and say, if only one person be rich man for a community and he get generator for his own house, now trouble na in day. Because everybody when we say that community will become enemy to them. You understand? Yes. But if all of them they successful, nobody will get time to come the gossip you. No time. All right. I will also leave una make una share una own opinion with us on the comment section. Although we take time to talk concerning this video, I beg, we apologize because honestly, we know say it is very important for us to talk the way we want to be say we take talk so. Because this time when we say with this, so now very crucial time when video like this supposed to be in circulation so that it will fit to remind these people of the things when we say it is ahead of us in order for them not to engage themselves in this dubious art again. All right, we also leave una make una share una opinion with us on the comment section, even as we leave you to watch this last video before we draw the line here. Oh yeah, watch this one. We'll come back for the conclusion.
Tinubu is a beneficiary of a favorable media. Is a beneficiary of a favorable media. And the economy of Nigeria being centered in Lagos has favored Lagos. So if really Tinubu is a star, Lagos should be competing with Dubai. Lagos should be competing with United Arab Emirates because of the kind of advantage it enjoys. But you and I know that Lagos is not like that. Lagos have been under Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu since 1999. Yet, Lagos have been ranked the most hostile city to live in the world. Lagos is also a city that it is the most indebted state in Nigeria after the federal government. Godfatherism is the order of the day. Is that what you are comparing with Anambra State? So first, if you want to compare Anambra State, you look at the history of Anambra State first. Now, before I go to the history of Anambra State and what P2B did there, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. Anambra was created in 1991. In the August of that year, Awka became the capital. Awka was just like a small organic town. So how do you begin to compare Awka's development with Lagos? Lagos that have been there for a very long time. Lagos have been existing as a colonial settlement even before it became the capital in 1914. So when P2B became governor in 2003, he inherited a state without even a well-developed government house, without a well-developed State House of Assembly structure and all that. The state was indebted, hugely indebted. Teachers were owed salaries. Other civil servants were owed salaries. The state was paralyzed by the People's Democratic Party who were in charge and a certain godfather. So it was a state that was in total disarray, crippled by godfatherism. Even when P2B was declared a winner, you see there was rampage by these godfathers, destroying government properties and institutions. So P2B started from ground zero, but he was able to do a lot. He was able to pay all the debts that Anambra State was owing. He was able to clear the teacher salaries. He was able to move the states that its education was at its lowest ebb to number one in education in Nigeria. He was able to bring big-time industries, pharmaceutical companies, brewery companies. So when you see P2B talk about moving from consumption to production, he has practicalized it in Anambra State. He was the person that made the nursing motors what it is today by giving huge contracts to the company to build over 1,000 vehicles for use in Anambra State schools and officials. He was the person that showed that innocent could be patronized by government. He did all this to galvanize the economy of Anambra State. And look at what he achieved. By the time he was leaving, Anambra was the least indebted state in Nigeria. He did so many things without borrowing money from anywhere. And he left behind a surplus of over 75 billion naira. And he left about $156 million, for which he had hoped to transform SMEs in Anambra State. The way that the Chinese were able to do it in China. And he did not give himself humongous retirement benefits. As I speak to you now, if P2B is the only former governor that does not enjoy pension. He didn't sign any humongous retirement benefit for himself, unlike Aswad Bola Tinubu. Go and look at how much Tinubu signed, because that's the Lagos pension law for ex-governors was the hard work of Aswad Bola Tinubu, where they built houses for them. Every 3 years they change vehicles for them. Despite the fact that today Aswad Bola Tinubu claimed to be richer than Osun State, yet he's still collecting all those pension largesse. Yet there is no single house, either in Abuja or Oka or Lagos, which Anambra State government has given to P2B or that he enjoys, unlike other former governors. Be it Akpabio, be it Chibike Rotimi Amaechi, all of them, all over the country, they are enjoying stupendous pension largesse under the pension laws they wrote by themselves and sent to the rubber stamp State House of Assemblies. So if P2B could be able to manage the resources of Anambra State, which is a state that is receiving one of the least allocations in this country, and was able to left it debt-free with surplus, how can you compare him with a state like Lagos State, with the humongous advantages enjoyed by federal presence, the humongous allocation they collect from federal allocation, and from the humongous revenues he gets from several oil companies and multinational companies that are domiciled there by accident of geography. Yet, Lagos is the most indebted state in Nigeria. Lagos is not working. Lagos is the most terrible place to live in, city to live in the world. And so you go and Google it. Maybe I will have to put some of the ratings of Lagos around the world by rating agencies. I will put it at the bottom of this video so that you go and verify. So much for how much Aswad Bola Tinubu has done Lagos that he have to replicate it nationwide.
All right, my great and wonderful people. We just decide to leave una make una watch this whole video of this very man, how it break everything down, so that all of us no go talk say we not see anybody when basically give us the right information about these people. And the last thing when we want to try to talk here, not pass BC, here we equally hear how this matter explain even up till now as we talk. People like Bola Tinubu and the rest, there still be budget when it say our states still the finance, our states still the cater for, our states still the maintain, they go even up to today. Them and their family, although they not be present governors again, but our state's revenues, our taxpayer money still they maintain, then they go, they push, then they go. All right, no problem. If people like they can eventually sit down as president of the country, which is to say, now life investments for him and his own household. All right. I will leave una make una share una own opinion with us in the comment section. And before we draw the line here, I beg permit us to use this medium to appreciate each and every one of you for your time, your efforts. The woman basically the help or they share these broadcasts, your likes, your comments. We really appreciate them. I beg make you not forget to help us share this very one as well, so that if you still reach our brothers and sisters all over the world, because we believe on what they say, information, not power. And as we do so, God Almighty will bless you. We'd like to draw the conclusion of this program here. We will see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.